EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
It's just me and you.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Chief.
On second and 9, Rodgers being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Here it comes.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on second and 13, Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 22.
Check 9, check 9.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Alert, 3 down.
Ryan. Buying time to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go,
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Rodgers running the option right. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jack Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Check. Mike 42. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. It's a party.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Motion man, watch 12. No game on this defense, no game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Tuesday.
To throw is Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Like 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 58 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdown. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Senator, 319. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. After the interception, here's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Ryan eluding the pressure right. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. .4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Broken tackle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
21. I got 11. Double time.
Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You better be afraid of me.
Now it's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Hey, 25. Check back.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Four down. Alert.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Tight end right. We got 4.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, 626.
Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
3-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. They get it to him running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The kick by Crosby is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down, 3 down.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's tight right here, tight on the right, tight on the right. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. So we got man.
From the shotgun, Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jack Crawford breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check, 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 check.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Hey, wait.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now it's Ryan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
He's checking.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed him, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, Tuesday.
I come again. 6, get it back.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yards on the return that time, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. 54, down. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the punt, return of 4, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Kill. 21.
On 1st down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 5-9. Watch the run. 59's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Big hit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And Graham's got it over the middle. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready, 42. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, 59, ready. 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Back to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers are going to win this football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and you've got to say,